I wanted to ask you this question. We were talking a little bit about comedy. When your father passed in a plane crash, there was a comedian on board, George Stevens. Was he
Yes.
the opener on the tour?
Actually, he was filling in for a guy named Jonathan Moore. Jonathan Moore was a British comedian who was had a very salty comedy style. And it was, my dad was doing this run of the Southeast and in the middle of nowhere in Louisiana and Texas and they're just fly-in dates, right? And it was decided that his comedy would not be appreciated by the audiences in the Southeast and in the South, and so George Stevens was picked to go, but it was between him and Jay Leno actually,
Whoa.
and
Wow. I work with Jay a lot.
and yeah, I love him, and he's always been good to me, and we always had that connection. He knew that he might have been on that flight, and so it's kind of interesting because that was one of his. That had been very early in his career. My father was a really funny guy, and in fact, the reason we moved to California from Pennsylvania outside of Philly was because he had been offered the gig of guest hosting the Tonight Show. So when he died, Joan Rivers got the gig.
Whoa. I never knew that at all.
Yeah. It's but you can see he guest hosted once or twice on the Tonight Show, and they really liked the way it turned out. And he was just an easygoing, funny guy, and